Humans need to believe in themselves in order to realize their dreams. Sometimes we find the confidence from within. Sometimes we draw it from those around us. Naomi Wheeler was 6 years old when she discovered her love for singing, and 7 when her parents gifted her with the gray baby cockatiel. Naomi had a unique voice and a wide range, and she sang whenever she could. She won several competitions and racked up a multitude of awards from a very young age. Her parents, however, were not her biggest fans. Bob, who was an orthodontist, and Angela, a middle school teacher, were proud of Naomi's skills when she was still a child. But as she grew up and they realized their daughter had latched onto an unrealistic dream, their appreciation for her singing began to wane. And before Naomi knew it, her parents were declining her request to listen to her sing, leaving her pet parrot, Mickey, as her only audience and biggest supporter at home. The bird never joined her in the singing himself, as most male cockatiels tended to do, but he always listened to her with a rapt attention. It was in the summer before Naomi joined high school, when things started to go downhill at a quicker pace. Her parents urged her to take part in a math camp. Naomi, however, wanted to improve her vocal skills, and in the end, Bobby and Angela won that argument, and she had to go. She spent that night complaining to Mickey and telling him how big a star she was going to be one day. The following year, Naomi was given a chance to showcase her singing abilities in front of a huge audience at the Interstate Talent Competition. But a day before the competition, she had another big fight with her parents, and they refused to attend the show. When she took the stage that day, she looked out to the sea of spectators. Her parents were nowhere to be seen. Her heart broke. Naomi brought home the trophy to a lonely cockatiel who was simply happy to see her face. On the day of sending out college applications and deciding whether she was to pursue her one and only dream once and for all, Naomi had the biggest argument with her parents till date. Pragmatics that they were, Bob and Angela attempted to make their daughter understand that the future she saw was no future at all. Professional singers either had to be extremely talented or extremely lucky in order to make it in life. They believed she was neither. Naomi believed she was both. Bob took his daughter aside and told her in a soft but firm tones that she had to give up on her dream, as it was ridiculous and promised no certainty, whereas the path they had set out for her was full of certainty and assured her of solid future. Naomi couldn't argue against her dad when he spoke to her in such a manner and ran to her room. She shut herself up in there for hours and cried till her eyes ran dry. Her pet bird watched her with sad eyes as she wept and wept. Hours later, she made up her mind. Naomi decided to listen to her parents' wisdom. They were much older than her and knew what was best for her after all. She wiped her tears and put on a smile, her heart heavy and depressed. Naomi was about to turn around and unlock the door when she heard it. The cockatiel that never sang when she tried to make him sing all her life began singing her favorite song in the sweetest of voices, trying his very best to sound just like Naomi. Naomi watched her bird Mickey with astonishment as he sang all the notes perfectly, bobbing his little head from side to side with a smile on his face. When the bird finally stopped singing, Naomi called out to him, and he flew from where he was perched on her bed to her shoulder. Mickey touched the top of his head to the side of Naomi's neck and pecked her softly, trying to console her. This small act of kindness gave Naomi newfound confidence in herself, and she finally stepped out of her room to announce to her parents that she was indeed going to become a singer and nothing could stop her. And she was right. Naomi Wheeler grew up to be one of the biggest artists in the country, and it was all due to that little bird's effort to comfort a heartbroken human. No act of kindness, however big or small, is meaningless.